Hey, it's Guillermo. I'm making a update. This is week 5 of the UI redesign phase. I didn't get as much done as I wanted, and it's probably not as pretty as I wanted. Anyway, so what's new is, well, I should mention you can download the prototype on Patreon. So if you press the L shoulder button, you can sort of switch the mouse focus of the screens. So on the lower screen you can tap as normal, but on the upper screen you can hover the mouse and use the X button to manipulate widgets like scrolling and rotating those dials, for example. So that's the one thing, and you can see I added sort of an animation, which is it's animating the projection matrix, and the lower screen becomes a little dim. So let's work on the upper screen. Anyway, so when you press, I think, what is it, B? So this is not final. Anyway, so B brings up this viewport navigation thing on the screen that you're not focused on. So yeah, and then if you use the cursor keys, you can select the upper screen and lower screen separately. These are just sort of dummy screens. They don't really do anything and are just displaying random colors. And you can see that I cannot select the same screen on both at the same time. So you see, like, this guy here is being skipped over. So yeah, if you press down a few times, then you get to the combos. I will add an edit mode where you can change the contents of them, but currently they're just kind of hard-coded to random values. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to show, I guess. So yeah, that's a really short video for once. Let's bring the one with the knobs on the top again. Well, yeah, I mean, there's not that much. I'm just curious if you run it on your console, like, does it feel any good? I think, yeah, the next thing I'm kind of excited about is with this sort of trackpad hovering ability here, I will make it so that when you hover over a control, you can use the C stick to change the value. So most of the time you probably don't need to emit clicks, but you just kind of use the C stick, since that has sort of a range, so you can make small increments or like big changes, small changes, blah blah blah. So yeah, looking back, I guess I'm growing impatient with myself. I wanted to have accomplished more, but there were a lot of like little behavioral issues, and there are still issues. Like, I tried to make this a little prettier for this video. So optionally, there can be sort of these bars on the sides on the top screen to make both screens have the same width, and then on the sides I could potentially place like some other controls, like status views, like the frame rate, BPM, and memory stats or whatever, or maybe some toolbars. I don't know. It's kind of crazy that after 5 weeks I'm still very uncertain about how things are going to be, or like how I wanted them to be designed. Even this screen navigation, that's my second idea. Like, I'm sorry, I don't have the other one at hand, but the first idea was to just have sort of an invisible tap strip at the top, and it would just appear when you drag the mouse cursor into one of the corners. So each corner would sort of show a different little palette of views you could select. That would be kind of nicer or quicker for using the touch way. But this one I find is it feels good for when you use the D-pad, but it's not so quick for selecting for using the touch. So I actually made it so that you can click on these things, and for some reason it doesn't refresh, but it's not, yeah, it's probably not so ideal. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and like I said, you can, if you want, download the 3dsX file on my Patreon, and yeah, try it out, and maybe give suggestions or critique. Alright, cheers, bye bye.